was life really like before you found the Legacy Builders program?
I just, everything I'd been told to do, just work harder, work longer, working the full-time job, years of chasing overtime, working weekends, holidays, doing everything I could to try and allow my wife to stay at home and raise our kids because we didn't want a babysitter raising them. And side jobs. I'd tried some other things in the past, some multi-level marketing, just didn't really stick. Um, Mowing yards, evenings and weekends. I thought I would start a lawn mowing business, and what I found is not good employees. So it took a lot more time away from my wife and my kids, and missed a lot of ball games, missed a lot of bedtimes, dinner times, but it was the only thing I knew how to do.
Mhm. So at what point did you realize like something needed to change?
It was the summer before our oldest one's senior year, and I knew I needed to do something because, and I'd always had dreams of, being able to have my own business, but living in a small town, brick and mortar store wasn't working. I wasn't willing to risk giving up my full-time job to go make that happen, put my family at risk, our livelihood, and um, but I wanted to be at everything his senior year. But when I looked at my other kids, I wanted to be there for them too. And I knew just going to work, punching the clock, wasn't going to get us the life that we wanted. We had a boatload of credit card debt. Everything was financed. What I was doing wasn't getting us out of that hole. So I was going to have to do something different.
So how did you first come across the Legacy Builders program?
Ran across a video or a post on Facebook. It was a lady's, and I thought, man, I've never heard of digital marketing, don't know the first thing about it. I probably can't do it because I've never been a content creator. Our house isn't all put together, all fancy. I don't have a following, and so I scrolled on. But the way the algorithm works, it came back around. Some other content came back around, and so I was like, all right, let me see what they're up to. Maybe it's something I can do because in their content it said, you don't have to have a following. You don't have to get on the phone with people. You don't have to build teams like multi-level marketing. That was a big one for me. And you don't have to slide in the DMs. And I was like, well, this is totally different. This sounds like something I could do and 100% profit. I'm like, all right, give me the information. And so started looking, did like a lot of people do. And I was watching the emails coming in and I'm checking them out. And so, but yeah, that's how I ran across it.
That's awesome. I love that. And it's a great example how the algorithms work. So good. So what doubts or concerns did you have before getting started?
Whew. Can I do it?
Yeah.
I've never done anything like this before. Again, like I didn't have a following, never been a content creator, just a blue collar husband, dad that, and so I was like, man, I just don't know. You know,
Wow.
can I really make it work for me? Is it for somebody special? Do I have to have a bunch of do I have to have a bunch of camera equipment? Uh, do I have to have tech skills? Like,
So what made you buy? What was
um,
you had all these
man,
limiting beliefs. So
yeah,
what was the thing that made you go, I'm doing this?
man,
Mhm.
I saw people making crazy money, and I thought, if they can do that, surely I could cover the truck payment. Because if I can cover the truck payment, we can put some more money on the credit card debt. And if we can put extra money on the credit card debt, we can actually have a path out. But if I can cover the truck payment once, what if I can do it again? But what if I continue to learn? Because I saw that I was going to get all the training. I saw the community of support. And I knew I was going to have somebody there to answer questions along the way. And I began to unpack my unbeliefs and say, well, if I could cover the truck payment and we could get out of that credit card debt, then where could it go?
Step by step by step to financially make a difference. So what digital marketing skills have you learned that have really made a big difference for you?
Oh my goodness. Learning how to create content, learning how to show up with confidence in myself, um, learning how to relate to my perfect customers out there, guys just like me. The automated systems, oh, I've done so much with it now. Um, Being able to create other streams of income. I'm actually working on something else right now that's it's right in line with what we're doing. It's a totally different market, but it's super simple for me to do because these are things that I do every single day. And that's just another stream of income that's just going to compound over time. I mean, starting my own community, I saw that I would get the training inside the program. And I thought, "Phew, those were two things that I thought I would never get into in Legacy Builder was create my own community and create my own digital products. And I thought, there's no way. And here we are. Now I'm working on something that, I mean, just absolutely mind blowing when you start putting pen to paper on how it can compound and create that passive recurring income that I thought wasn't possible for somebody like me. I thought you had to have a lot of money to be able to invest in things to be able to create that passive recurring income. You know, you gotta have money to make money. And those opportunities around here uh, weren't there. And so being able to get in the online space and I mean, there's so many people and not having to go bug my friends and family because people that want what I have to offer are out there. And now I know how to get in front of that exact person.
So you said that you've started your own community. So who's your community for?
It's started off as mostly dads. It's reached out a little bit. Just I've had a few other customers that were moms. Some of them that I know here locally ran across some of my content on Facebook. I said I would never post on my personal social media, but there's other people out there living in that same situation that needed what I needed. So busy parents that want to learn how to create that income, want to learn the skills, and have just another community, someplace that I can pour into them and cheer
Love
them
it.
on. Yeah,
Now, is it free for anybody to join?
it is. Yep,
Okay. So are you okay if I get the link and put it in the description for people?
for sure.
Awesome. Great. I'm going to do
Thanks.
that. Now, you had said something about automations. Share with me a little bit more about what that means and what the value that has brought to your business.
Oh, that is the game changer because, like I said, I'd tried some multi-level marketing and I had this big three-ring binder of leads of customers, trying to follow up with people and see where I've like, okay, we checked in on this day and that day. Let me follow up with them and let me go send them a direct message and let me go send them a text message. The automations make it where you don't have to do any of that. You set it up one time, and now when somebody goes to your website, they just start getting those emails from you that are already set up one time. It doesn't matter if they go to my website when I'm at my kids' ball games, when I'm working my full-time job, when I'm asleep, they get those emails. And then I've built that email list to thousands of people now. And one little click of a button, I can send an email out to every single one of them. It is absolute that, and that's just on the email side. Being able to have the automations run and generate sales in the background, take care of the sales process, the payment, the delivery. Because like when I was pushing vitamins and energy drinks, I would have to go take that to people's houses. And if they gave me a check, well, the bank's not open. I got to wait till tomorrow to go cash it. Like all that's taken care of in the background, and then it's in my bank account, and then in a couple of days, like being able to make that kind of money in your sleep while you're at your kids' ball games, while you're doing the things that you want to do in life, like it is an absolute blessing.
Yeah. So how has this changed your day-to-day life with your family? You have four
Oh,
kids, right?
yep, four kids. I get to coach them. Well, my younger two, oldest one's now graduated, and then oldest daughter's in high school. But getting time with them when I'm not mowing yards in the evenings and weekends. I mean, this is right now in Texas starting to be mowing season. Used to, I would have been out, come home, load up the equipment, go mow until it got dark. And I get that time back with my family because that gave me 40 to 60 hours a month back by being able to not only replace that income, but now we've got that breathing room.
Mm. Wow, I love that so much. And that's what it's about, right? More time with
Yes.
the family. So when did it really hit you that this was actually working?
Oh. my first sale within that first month, I thought, oh, okay, it actually worked. Like everything worked. Attracting the customers worked. The automated system worked. Like, all right, well, let's put our foot on the gas and let's just keep going.
So that first customer, did you have to direct message them or get on the phone with them?
Nope, nope.
And how did that feel? Like you're just doing your life and you realize you get a customer through automations.
Oh, it was it was wild. And we still do it to this day. Every time I get one of those notifications, I'm like, babe, look, $900 or $600 or 1400 and the kids. I'm like, hey, and they're like, can mom quit her job yet? Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there.
So what's been the biggest difference between how you were living and how you're living now?
Probably two words, some peace and freedom.
Mm.
Not having to check the bank account, going to get diesel in the truck, not having to check the bank account before my wife goes to the grocery store, not having to worry about checking the bank account at Christmas. See, we weren't ready for college, and going into my son's senior year, I was like, I've got a year to figure something out because financially we weren't ready. And when college came around last fall, I said, just let me know how much it is. And we just took care of it without having uh, that stress, not laying in bed at night thinking I'm doing everything I know how to do and it's not getting it done in today's age. And being able to have that peace, live life along the way, being able to uh, pay off debt, I mean, put chunks of money down on a truck payment. Like I'm not just making the truck payment this month, I'm putting a couple grand down. And having that peace of mind and still looking at the bank account going, we've got room when life happens because it's not if life happens, it's when, the car breaks down or the air conditioner. Like, it's all right. Hey, we got it.
So what would you say to someone who's watching this right now who feels overwhelmed or stuck in their life?
If what you've been doing the last 5, 10, even 20 years has gotten you exactly where you're at, you've listened to all the advice of work harder, work longer hours, and it's still not getting it done, you're going to have to do something different. Maybe get out of your comfort zone a little bit, like I did, learn some new skills, but it could be the thing that absolutely changes your life this year.
If you look back at your journey, since you joined the Legacy Builders program and, you're learning other skills, launching your own community, launching your own income streams, what are you most proud of?
Oh, man, that's an easy one. Uh, fighting for my family, seeing seeing my kids watch me chase my dreams,
Yeah, that's
seeing my
powerful.
wife see me fight for our family, not just waste away on the couch in front of the TV.
Mm.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not grinding out long hours, but if I say, hey, I'm gonna go make a 5 minute, or I'm gonna go take 5 minutes and create some content, they know I'm gonna be right back inside, and they know what it's for. And it's way less time than I used to sit in front of the TV just wasting away. And so seeing seeing my family see me, and showing my kids like your dreams are worth fighting for. Your family's future is worth you fighting for. Don't just listen to the everyday advice of go get another job, go work longer hours, go chase those dreams, make it happen.
So let me ask you this question. Was your wife supportive when you started?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
She's like, I have no idea what all that means, but I trust you, and I know you're gonna put the work in. You're gonna make it happen. And so yeah, she was fully behind me, even though she didn't understand everything. Even still for a while, she's like, it's your thing. You just do your thing. And especially when that first one came in, I was like, babe, we just made $900. So
So how does she feel now? I mean, because you paid
oh,
debt, you have extra income coming in, you paid for your child's college. Like, how does she feel now?
I don't know the last time we fought about finances. So um it's good. It is she's still super supportive every time I get that notification. I'm like, hey, babe. And now, creating that other stream of income, um, she's all behind it. And she sees me putting the work in and dreaming and but just following the same strategies learned here, going, okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. She's like, you've got a whole plan for this. And I'm like, absolutely. Don't you see the vision down the road? What's going to happen in 5 years from now? Like this is going to completely change our family's legacy. And so, yeah, she's 100% behind me.
I love what you just said. You go, I don't remember the last time we fought about finances. And to me, like people that are afraid to try something new or afraid to risk, just what you said right there should make it be worth it. Yeah. I want you to know I'm proud of you. I love watching your journey. That's my favorite thing about this business is the impact it has on families' lives and how we can get rid of that generational struggle and be able to create that freedom and that generational wealth. So thank you so much, Logan, for
You
being
bet.
here and joining us. And we're going to put your community in the description so people can check that out. I love your heart and so excited to see what's next for you.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for everything you do day in and day out for all of us here. So it's been an absolute blessing. Thank you again.